Hey, what is going on, guys? It's the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And so today, um, we're going to talk about the news about Venom, Let There Be Carnage, moving up to October 1st now. Yes. So, Venom 2 is basically being moved up because of the surprising box office numbers for Shang Chi. I believe that's how you say it. So let's get into the contents here. So we've been talking about Venom a lot lately in a lot of these videos that have been coming up because Venom is the thing that's coming up very soon, and it's one of the movies, obviously, myself am looking forward to. So we are giving a little more coverage more to Venom than other movies that are coming out on this channel. But it is something to note, which is quite interesting now that it is moving up to October 1st. It's pretty much coming out around the same time the first Venom film came out. The first Venom film came out at the beginning of October. I think it was like the third, if I'm not mistaken, 2 years or 3 years ago now. And it came out 2 weeks before Halloween 2018. And did very good for itself. And that's basically where it's coming out this year. It's coming out October 1st, the first day of October. So it's right at the beginning. 2 weeks before Halloween Kills comes out, which is the sequel to Halloween 2018. So I like this decision. I personally think this is where it should have been to begin with. If it wasn't going to be on September 24th, like the original release date was, from the past several months. So this happened mainly because Shang-Chi majorly broke expectations and smashed the Labor Day all-time record in a pandemic, no less. Which the previous Labor Day record, it was the Rob Zombie 2007 Halloween film remake, basically. Yeah, not the original Halloween trilogy. No. The failed Rob Zombie remake version. That no one pretty much remembers or just tries to forget. Because it was that bad. So it smashed that record, and Labor Day, is a dump week historically. So I mean, it wasn't surprising that it broke it. More people were surprised because it's a pandemic, and but it was already expected to break the Labor Day record. But the thing is that they thought it was gonna still underperform. Even if you break a Labor Day record, that's still not that impressive because, again, the Halloween Rob Zombie remake only made $30 million on Labor Day. So the perception was that that movie wasn't going to do well, even if it broke it, but it did. It wasn't very promoted, but it was a Kevin Feige MCU film, so you always expect that, it's going to break the mold these days when it comes to the MCU. I was quite surprised by it, especially with a lot of the reporting that was coming out about that film, but it did pretty well. People are going to the movies, which is good. I can't really say anything about. I didn't even know who he was. I've heard people like it, but like me, I'm not. I don't go really see movies of characters I have no idea who they are. most of the time. So it's not a movie I'll be going to see anytime soon. Um, but my concern with that Shang-Chi movie going in was because, I mean, that was going to decide how they were going to do Venom Let's There Be Carnage, which goes into our main topic of the video, is that that movie, I thought probably wouldn't do good because of the domestic market. So as we all know, China is becoming a huge big player when it comes to these movies that are coming out, and China would not allow Shang-Chi to be aired in the theaters in their country. Um, so people in Asia cannot see Shang-Chi. And so I thought that was going to be a huge issue to why it didn't make money, because China does put a lot of money into these films, getting more money than they probably should have sometimes in some cases. So I thought that was going to be a huge issue. But also Labor Day being the dump week, even if it broke the record, I don't think it was going to get enough. We just are being unbiased about the situation. But Venom is going to be in the China market like it was last time, so that's going to give Venom even more of a boost. I keep trying to tell people that, some people are even skeptical when I've made this bold prediction. Some people comment, I don't believe it's going to make $1 billion, especially with the pandemic. I'm telling you guys right now, I stay firm on my claim. It is going to make $1 billion. Mark it down on any of these videos I've done. I'm telling you, it is going to make $1 billion. I will kid you not. If a movie like Shang-Chi, which no one even knows what it is, no one really, the hardcore, only maybe the hardcore Marvel fans know who that character is. Okay, we're in a pandemic, okay, and that movie did very good for itself on a Labor Day dump week, okay, with really no advertisement, by the way, because most of the advertisement's been going to Eternals for the MCU, for, Disney and whatnot. So for that movie to do well, I'm telling you right now, Venom, with the way it was last time, plus it's going to have domestic release everywhere, including China, which China did not allow Shang-Chi to be in their movie theaters. So, Venom Let There Be Carnage is going to make a shitload of money domestically, especially in the Asian market. And then of course the US, it's going to make a lot of money. Kids are going to go see it because it's PG-13, and, parents are okay sometimes, most of the times, are okay letting their kids see a PG-13 if it's a superhero movie. So they're going to see that. You're going to see that happen. And you're going to get those figures. This is a sequel. You have a better director in this, directing this movie with the effects and whatnot. Not to take anything away from the first actor, because I thought the first actor did a very good job, especially since it was his first time ever directing. Having a director position. But Andy Serkis is a better director and a more experienced director, especially more experienced with Marvel characters because he worked in the MCU. And if you haven't seen the trailers for Venom Let There Be Carnage, they're really good, especially with the stuff they're doing with Carnage. And then also you got to take into account that Spider-Man, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, to be exact, might be making a cameo in this film, because the way the agreement is that Spider-Man was allowed to appear in the Venom film this time around, unlike the last time when they were still under the first MCU contract that Sony had with Disney. This short-term contract they have allows Tom Holland to appear in the Venomverse. So there's already speculation. They don't know when it's going to happen, but they said he's going to appear in this film at some point. Some people think that this universe is set in Andrew Garfield's universe. It's not. That's been debunked multiple times already. I don't know why people keep still saying that. But this universe is going to have Tom Holland's one way or another. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised because they're already developing the third film as we speak. Like, they already said that Tom Hardy, who's now actually involved in the process of making the film now, like, he actually is like doing some of the writing now. He did some of the writing for the second film, and he's going to be doing some of the writing for the third film now. He is already starting to work on the third film, and I'm almost willing to bet that the third film is going to be Venom versus Spider-Man, Tom Holland's Spider-Man. They're going to have that clash at some point, and that's what I think's gonna. I think Carnage. I mean, we'll have to wait for the film to come out, but I think Carnage is going to survive this film. Like, I don't think he's going to die in this film. Like, I think he's going to be defeated, but I think he's going to still be alive, sort of, by the end of the episode, or by the end of the movie, or in some capacity. And that's going to be the main selling point for the third film, is that he's going to be kind of the mediator between Spider-Man and Venom in the third film whenever that comes out. That's what I'm willing to buy into right now, what they're going to do for the third film. And I think it's all going to be connected with with the third film that they're doing right now with Far From Home, on how he gets back to that universe or whatever. Because I think chronologically this film happens after the events of the MCU film. But yeah, the first film, or the third, Venom Let There Be Carnage, will be on October 1st. Like I said, I maintain the fact that I still believe this movie is going to make $1 billion. It's going to make around the same amount of money that Far From Home made. If you look at the numbers, you look at especially with the pandemic, this is a established franchise now. More people are going to want to see it. Better director, better effects, and I just think this world is gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good. So definitely would do better than Shang Chi, and it's gonna be quite interesting what happens with the MCU now. Going forward and what their plans are. Obviously you had Black Widow that didn't do that well. We talked about Black Widow. We talked about the Black Widow stuff. This kind of probably strengthens Scarlett Johansson's case because her movie wasn't in the theaters, where Shang-Chi was exclusive to the theaters, not on Disney Plus, but nonetheless, this is how it is, guys, and I think Venom's going to do very well. Let me know what you guys think. Are you happy about the October 1st release? Comment, rate, if you like this video, my videos, please subscribe, hit that bell for all the latest content, and that's about it. I am the Ultimate Goku. Peace!